Good morning, student. Today we will be doing the last chapter of our beehive, that is, If I Were You. This chapter, If I Were You, is a drama written by Douglas James. The drama is a dialogue between two persons or two characters. The first is Gerard and the second is an intruder. Intruder is not a name. Intruder means a person who interrupts or comes in between. So for that's why the person who has come here, no one knows him, and that's why he has been called as intruder. Gerard, who is there are only two characters here. So the first character is Gerard, a playwright by profession who has a great presence of mind, and how he was successful in not getting trapped by the intruder. Now, the second character is intruder. The intruder is a criminal who is specialized in stealing jewelries, and he has intruded, or he has entered into Gerard's house, and because he wants to kill him and take his identity. So let us move on to the chapter. Here the first part we will see that as it is a drama, so all the arrangements of the drama is being made there. It is a small cottage, it is a small room where Gerard is there, his telephone is there, his all furnitures are kept there, and he is dressed in a suit, and he is getting ready. His voice is cultured. Now what do you mean by cultured voice? Cultured voice means a person who is educated. You can see by when the person talks, you can make out that the person is very civilized, very cultured, and a person who is uneducated, their way of talking is different. So here he is seeming as if he is a very educated and a smart person. Now here we see that Gerard was talking over a phone when the intruder, that is a criminal, comes into his room with a gun in his hand. Gerard was shocked at this, but he kept himself calm and did not panic. So here Gerard was busy talking on the phone, and that time he sees a person, a criminal, entered, and he is having a gun in his hand. But here we can see a very good character of Gerard. That is, he does not panic, he does not scream or shout, but in a very calm manner, he is just standing there looking at the intruder, and he is taking his time to think that what he should do now. If he screams or if he shouts, the criminal may kill him. And so he is very calm, panic. He's trying to understand the situation here. So a very good character of Gerard is seen here. Now the there is a discussion going on between, the full chapter is a talk going on between Gerard and intruder. So here we see when they talk, Gerard is asked. Gerard says, "Anything you like. I know all the answers, but before you begin, I should like to change my position. You may be comfortable, but I am not." And so here the intruder starts asking lot of questions. He first tells him not to move, just to be in one place, and whatever he is going to ask, Gerard should answer him correctly. He should not try to be very smart. So Gerard tells him, okay, he is ready to answer whatever questions will be asked by him. But first of all, he has to take his position comfortably, because he was standing and talking on the phone. So he's not comfortable. He wants to sit down comfortably. And after that, whatever questions will be asked by intruder, he is ready to answer. So intruder says, sit down there and no funny business. Okay. And so now then we'll have a nice little talk about yourself. And so here the intruder says, okay, he can sit, but he should not, funny business here means he should not try to do anything very smartly, means he should not try to make noise, or he should not try to call his neighbors, or not try to phone the police. And so he says just sit down there and answer whatever questions intruder is going to ask him. So here Gredar, I think good sense is shown more in the ability to avoid pain than in the mere desire to do so. What do you think, mister? And so Gredar here is talking very politely and very like a person who has come in his house and they both are discussing something. Gredar is not showing that he is tensed or he is panic or he is frightened, nothing. No emotions is shown by Gredar. And so he thinks, okay, he is ready to support him. Whatever questions will be asked by intruder, he is ready to answer. And he thinks that instead of getting any pain or getting any threat, it is better that he should sit comfortably and answer. So intruder says that first question what intruder asks him, that what is his name. You can see here in the line, what are your Christian names. Now here why he is calling Christian names, because when a child is born, that time naming ceremony is done in all the religion. So in Christian also naming ceremony is done by the padri or by the priest. So here he is asking him that time what was your name, means here that what is your name. It is directly said that what is your name. So don't get confused, what does Christian name mean. It means that only, that what is your name. So first of all introduce question is to Gerard that what is his name. So now Gerard he says that his name is Wilson Charles. Okay, so Gredar he tells his name, that his name is Wilson Charles. Now again the next question is asked by intruder, do you run a car? Means does he have a car? So Gredar says no. Intruder he gets very angry. He says don't tell a lie, because he knows that in Gredar is already having a car. And so he says you are not dealing with a fool. I am as smart as you and smarter, and I know you run a car. Better be careful, wise guy. And so now intruder is warning him that he should not tell any lie to him, because he already knows, he has taken a feedback about Gredar and he already knows about him. So whatever answer Gredar is giving should be very very correct. And so he says he knows that Gredar is having a car and he should not say lies to him. So now Gredar says, very rarely, surprisingly, very few people take the trouble to visit me. Now here we can see that after talking about the car, Gredar he says yes, he did not tell a lie, because the car is in the garage and he is not at present, he is not having the car. So the next question asked by intruder is that um, tell more about himself. That is, he tells Gredar that he should tell him more about himself. So Gredar he says that he visits very few people, the baker, the greengrocer, the milkman, and these type of people, very only these type of people only come, and that too very rarely, because he is not a very social kind of people person, you can say, because he doesn't meet people very much. And so intruder says, I happen to know that you never see trade people. Trade people means small traders, with whom he should have relation. He's like, he if he's a businessman, then he will talk to all the business people and they will come to the house and all. So Gredar he says, he denies, he says no, because he very rarely he stays in his this cottage where they are. Very rarely he stays here, and only the milkman or the greengrocer or baker, such kind of people only who provide him with the daily needs, only those people come to visit him, and that too rarely when he is in the town. Otherwise he is totally cut off with the society. He stays here very less, and so he doesn't meet with people very less. And now um, Gredar he says, with your figuring so largely in it. This is understanding. By the way, what particular line of crime do you embrace, or aren't you a specialist? So now intruder is also, sorry, Gredar is also wanting to know something about the intruder. He is also talking to the intruder. When intruder is talking to him and asking all sorts of questions, what is your Christian name, do you have a car or not, why don't people come to meet you? So now Gredar also is asking some question, and then he says, okay, you have asked many questions about me, but what about yourself? You also let me know that whether which kind of criminal you are, in which field you have got specialist. So intruder says that he is specialized in jewel robbery, and he says that he has taken a good feedback, and he knows that Gredar's car is a very comfortable car. It is small dinky kind of a car, and it is a dandy car, means not too large, not too small. It is just comfortable for him, and he will make use of Gredar's car for his robbery purpose. And so he says that he knows everything, that this person is, he doesn't mix with people much. He stays in this cottage very less. Most of the people, they don't know him. Only the people who come for providing him the daily needs, only they know him. That too, they don't meet him. They just provide the things at the doorstep and they go away. So this person is like an unknown to the public or to the neighbors there, and he is having a cottage, he is having a car. So all the facility this person is having, and this only is attracting intruder. Now he says that I am afraid jewels are few and far between in the wilds. So are the cobs. I can retire here nicely for a little while. And so here Gredar, he says that he is specialized, intruder is specialized in jewel robbery, but he is sorry to say that he doesn't have any jewel. And where intruder will be getting the jewel? In the wilds of access. Okay, a name, it is some place name. He says that there rich people live, and so he can go there and he can rob there, but he has come to a wrong place. That is, Gredar doesn't have jewelries with him. But intruder says that he is not at all interested in jewelry now. He wants to, I can retire here nicely for a little while. Means he is now wanting to stay in that cottage for some while, because he has done certain crimes, and the police people, that is the cops, are behind him. They are running behind him. They are wanting to catch this person, and so he thinks he's wanting a safe place where he can stay for few days, he can hide himself for few days. And the place which he has chosen is Gredar's house. And so he says that he doesn't want any jewelry here, but he wants to stay there comfortably and hide himself from the cops or from the police. Gredar, you mean to live with me? A terrified sudden isn't it? You have not been invited. So Gredar says he's just playing the fool. You can see here that he's trying to show the person that he is not at all frightened, or he's not at all bothered when a criminal has entered in the house. So he's joking and he's saying that, means you decide to stay with me? And this thought is very terrifying. He's very frightened that a criminal is going to stay, but he didn't invite him, so why he has come to stay here? Intruder, you won't be here long, so I didn't trouble to ask. And so intruder said, because you are not going to live here long, you are going to die, and for that's why I did not feel to ask you. And he says, what do you mean? Gredar is asking. So intruder says, this is your big surprise. I am going to kill you. And so now the intruder says that don't worry, Gredar doesn't have to live with him and stay with a criminal, because intruder is going to kill him. And why he is going to kill him? Because he will kill him and take up his identity. Take up his identity means he will be living as Wilson Charles Gredar. Okay, Because this person knows that Gredar is like an unknown person. Very less he stays in this city, and most of the people don't know him. When he comes, when he goes, whom does he meet? Very few people come to meet him, and so these all things only attracted the intruder. And he is of the opinion that once he kills this person and he says that he is Wilson Charles Gredar, people will believe him, because very less people come. Police also will not try to harass him. And so this was the main intention of intruder. He wanted to kill Gredar and take his identity and live there as Wilson Charles Gredar. And so now Gredar gets a big surprise that the intruder is wanting to kill him. Now Gredar says, "Why add murder to your other crime? It's a grave step you are taking." So now intruder is telling that all you are a jewel thief, you rob jewelry, so why you are becoming a murderer by killing him? He should not do this, because he will be hanged for murdering, and if he just robs jewelry, he will get punishment for sentences for few years only. So why he is taking such a big crime on his head? So intruder says that I am not taking it for fun. I have been hunted long enough. I am wanted for murder already, and they can't hang me twice. And so now intruder, he says that he is not doing this for fun. He has to save himself from the cops, and already he has murdered a policeman, and he is running from the cops, from the police. And so if he murders a second person, he will not be hanged twice. If he's murdered, if he is caught for murdering, he will be hanged once. If he is caught for 5 murders also, he will be hanged once. So he says there is nothing in this. If I have already done a murder, so if I do a second murder also, it is not going to harm. The police people are not going to hang him twice. Now Gredar, you are planning a greatish double, so to speak. Admitted you are nothing to lose, but what have you to gain? So here the Gredar, he says that okay, your plan is very great. You have planned everything and come, but you are not going to lose anything. You will kill me, you will stay here, okay, but what you are going to gain, means what benefit you will be getting here if by killing Gredar? So intruder says that he is going to get freedom. What he is going to gain? He is going to gain freedom. How he will gain freedom? He will gain freedom by becoming Wilson Charles Gredar. And once he will show the identity of Wilson Charles Gredar, police is not going to harass him or going to catch him. And so he says, as Wilson Charles Gredar, I am free to go to places and do anything, and so he can enjoy his life. Now he is running from the police, he is saving himself, he is hiding himself, but once he takes the identity of Gredar, he will become free. He can go anywhere, he can eat, he can sleep, he can do anything without having to be ready to beat it. Means having to be ready to beat means running away from the sight of the cops. Gredar. Okay, so he says, okay, he praises the idea of intruder, and he says that your idea to elude means to escape the police by killing me and taking on my identity. So now Gredar is come to know the real intention of intruder, that the intruder wants to escape from the police by killing him and taking his identity. So now intruder, he says yes, this is the idea. Gredar, but are you sure it's going to help you? Now intruder is trying to confuse the Gredar is trying to confuse the intruder, and so he says that are you sure that whatever plan you have made is best plan? So intruder, he says yes, he has planned all this and he has settled everything. He says that he didn't want to do a murder, but because a cop was chasing him and trying to catch him, and so he had to kill a cop, and that only has spoilt everything, and now he has planned to escape himself from the cops. And so now Gredar, he laughs and he says that what a foolish person you are. And he says that a mystery which I explore to explain. And he says there is a big mystery which he, that is Gredar, wants to tell Intruder. And now he's puzzling Intruder's mind. Now Intruder is thinking that what mystery it is. He has found everything. He has done lot of homework about Gredar. He has found everything about Gredar, that what kind of person he is, whom does he meet, where does he go, what all things he have. So what is the mystery behind this person, why he is talking like that? So intruder is now very much, you can say, tensed up, because he wants to know that what this person Gredar is actually talking about. And so he is asking Gredar that what you want to say, speak correctly, don't create puzzles and anything. So now Gredar, he says that this is your big surprise. And so he says one surprise Intruder had given to Gredar. Now Gredar is giving him a big surprise, and he says that he is a stupid, that is Intruder is a stupid fellow. Ever he has thought that why Gredar lives so secretly, why he doesn't meet any trade people, why he is unknown to the society, why he doesn't stay much in this cottage, why he moves around from one place to another. And then he points out towards the his bag which was kept there, because he was packing his bag, he was wanting to go out when the intruder had entered. And he shows his bag, he says, see. And when the intruder looks at the bag, he finds lot of you can say, lot of things which, like specs, mustache, then artificial facial things. And so all these things are found there, means by wearing which a person can disguise himself. Okay, they can change their appearance. And so he says, and now Gredar, he says that, do you think I am a Sunday school teacher? A word is used here, Sunday school teacher. Means Gredar is calling himself. He is telling Intruder that, do you think that I am a Sunday school teacher? Sunday school teacher means a teacher who teaches in the church on Sunday. Means he is a priest, and priest is a very obedient or religious person, they don't do any kind of crime. So here he's saying that intruder thought that Gredar is a very obedient and a very good person, but Gredar is saying that he is not a Sunday school teacher, he is not such a religious or such a law abiding person that he is going to follow the rule, but he is also a criminal, he is also cheating the police. And he shows all the disguise items there, the mustache, the artificial hair, okay, the wig, the mustache, the specs, with which the gun, all these things which he had kept on the bed to pack, all he points out towards the bag. And he says, see, here my bag is ready, I'm going to pack all my thing. And before as you came, after that time only, he's in Gredar says that he was ready to move away from here, because he is also a criminal, and that he doesn't stay at one place, because police is at the back of him too, and he is also running away from the police. And that is the reason why he lives so secretly, why he lives so mysteriously, why he doesn't meet with people, because he doesn't want the people to know that he is a criminal. Now this was a great shock for Intruder, because Intruder never expected this. He was thinking that Gredar is a very law abiding person, he lives very comfortably, very nicely, he is just a simple kind of a man. But he didn't know that he is going to get a shock, that Gredar also is a criminal. And then he just looks at the bag, and he can see the gun, he can see the wig there, he can see all his clothes there kept, which was going to be packed in the bag. And now he agrees that Gredar is telling the correct thing. Intruder, It's a bag, all right, and this is a gun, all right. What is all this? Gredar. That's a disguise outfit. Okay, false mustache and whatnot. How now do you believe me? And so now he takes him towards the bag and he shows the false mustache, his artificial wig, and his disguise outfit, means what he's going to wear, and so that the people will not recognize him. And so now Gredar makes Intruder believe that yes, he is a criminal, and tonight he is going to run away from this place because police is going to come there, or police is behind him. And so anytime the police can enter in his cottage, and for that's why he had planned to move away from there. Now Intruder, he says that maybe he is right, and Gredar, he says that don't, then he should not waste time. If he believes that he is correct, then he should not waste time. And he also, that is Intruder, also can go along with Gredar, because any time here police can come. Gredar says, I have posted a man on the main road. He has kept a man on the main road there, and as the police will reach that particular place, that person is going to give him a call. He will ring him and he will inform that the police is coming, and that time only Gredar will, his bag is packed already, he will just pick up his bag and he is going to run away from there. And he will straight to the garage, because his car is kept there. His car is not for repairs, he says. He has purposely kept his car in the garage, so that as the person who's standing on the main road will inform him about the police, he will just go to the garage, he will sit in his car and he will be off there. And so now he is inviting Intruder, that why don't Intruder also come with him, because if Intruder is going to stay in this cottage, the police will come here and he will catch Intruder, because Gredar is going to move off. And so now Intruder is very much puzzled, and he says that he doesn't believe him. And so Gredar, he says that if he doesn't believe him, he should come near the window and peep from the window and see that the man is standing there near the main road whom he has appointed there. And so now he tells Intruder that he shouldn't be a fool, because if he doesn't go away from here, he will either be caught as Gredar or he will be caught as Intruder. If the police comes there, they will catch him. And so he tells him that he should move and he should just look at the window. As Gredar opens the door and steps away, Intruder, he leans forward to inspect, to see whether really the man is standing there or not. And as he leans forward, Gredar, he just gives him a hit and drops his revolver down. And now as Intruder, he turns his head, Gredar gives him a push, and there is a cupboard there. The cupboard is opened because Gredar was packing his bag, taking his clothes from the cupboard, and he pushes him into the cupboard, and he takes the revolver from him and he just pushes him into the cupboard and locks the cupboard. And then he smacks the door and locks the cupboard and picks up the revolver and goes to the telephone to make a call to the police while pointing towards the cupboard. So here we see that Intruder, here we see that Gredar was not a criminal. He was making a fool of Intruder. He had planned all this thing and he made fool of Intruder. And so here Intruder now starts knocking at the cupboard. He wants to come out, but Gredar, he goes towards the telephone and he just makes a call to someone, and he says that yes, he is ready with all the props for rehearsal. Now what are props? Props are all the items which are used in the dance. And what all things was the prop there? The mustache, the wig, the disguise outfit, all these things were used, all these things were used for as a prop for his rehearsal. Here we will come to know that Gredar is a playwright. He writes play, he is a dramatist. And for all those things which he was packing are the articles which he will be using for his play. And therefore sitting there when the Intruder, he was talking to the Intruder, he planned a good plot in his mind that how he will make fool of this person. And so he made fool of the person, and he pushes him in the cupboard, and he makes a call to a person, and he says that yes, he will let him know he is little late for the rehearsal, and he will let him know. And by the time he says that he got a very good idea about his next play. Okay, what all happened with him, that has given him a very good idea for his next drama. And then he tells his friend that can he call a sergeant. Sergeant means a policeman. And he tells his friend that he should call a sergeant because there is some necessity, some great problem there, and he wants that the police should come there. So here we can see, children, that how Gredar, without panicking, remaining calm, has handled the situation. So, this is the value which the chapter teaches, that in times of problems, in times of some kind of unexpected things, or something which happens in our life which makes us very much frightful, or when we cannot adjust to that situation, we should not panic. We should keep our mind calm and think that how we can come out of this situation. In the same way as Gredar, if intruder pointed the gun, and that time Gredar would have shouted, screamed, or tried to call the police, maybe he would have been killed by intruder. But he was sitting there quietly talking to intruder, trying to know about this person, and then he started thinking about the plan, that how he will save himself. So this is called courage. Courage is not to fight with anyone and show your bravery, but courage is to come out of your fear and to save yourself from the adverse circumstances. So here Gredar has taught us that we should not panic, we should not become nervous in times of difficulties. Rather, we should keep ourselves calm and try to get the solution and try to solve the problem which we are facing. So children, just read the chapter. This is it is in the form of a dialogue, because two people are talking with each other, so it is in the form of a dialogue. Read the chapter so that you will have a better understanding. Thank you.